Alrighty, I'll see what I can do about doing a real quick idea about how to develop accurate shooting with a slingshot. Okay? This area right here is called the frame, right? Of course, this is your band. I like using flat bands because the speed and accuracy of a slingshot comes from the recovery of the band. You've got flat bands and you've got tube bands. Tube bands can only recover back to the original shape and size of the band, and they're prone to overstretching, which means every time you shoot them, they're going to be just a little bit weaker than they were the last time. Flat bands recover faster. They can recover beyond their own size, so they give you more speed and more accuracy when you shoot, okay? I can go into that in more detail a little later on. Okay, when you shoot a slingshot, most of the time you want to adopt a horizontal hold, which means you're going to hold the slingshot sideways. Okay, and when you do it, you want your frame to be straight up and down. The way you can tell if the frame is straight up and down is when you pull the bands back and you look down the bands to sight it in or to aim. You're only going to be able to see one band because one band will be directly on top of the other one, and the one on the bottom will be invisible to your eye, right? Pull it back to an anchor point. The anchor point, when you're holding the shot in the pouch, you usually want to hold it in the first joint of your pointer finger and just the tip of your thumb. Right? And you're actually going to hold the ammunition in the pouch, not in front of it. You don't put the ammunition in the pouch and then grab in front so that everything's behind it, because when you do, it'll actually pinch it through and cause it to be off of where you're actually shooting from. So if the shot is in the very tip of the pouch, grab just the tip of the pouch. Pull that band back and put the point of your thumb in the corner of your mouth, like it's sitting right there, right? Touch that spot and touch it every single time, the exact same spot. That'll be the best way to start learning, right? Pull that back. When you put your ammunition in, point the slingshot at the ground, pull the bands back, right? Point it at the ground, bring your thumb up to your anchor point, and then bring the shot up. That'll avoid, if there's ever going to be a fail of the bands and they break or come loose or whatever, it'll happen in the draw. Now, when you pull that back, you're pointing at the ground, so the shot, if it slips out of your finger, is going to go into the dirt or the ground instead of something in front of you. And if the bands break or fail, it's going to be shooting past you, not hitting you in the face, right? So pull it back, put it in your anchor point, bring the band up. Right? And when you're sighting down it, you're going to be pulling in it. You're only going to be able to see one band, like I said. And then the top of the frame, that corner, will be your sighting point. Depending on how close you are to your target will decide how far above, below, or at that target you do. Right? So when you pull that back, pull it back, put it in the anchor point, bring the band up, look down the band, holding it straight up and down so that you can look and see only one band. Now, put your target off the point of the top of the frame, right? And judging if you're closer, the shot will actually be aimed, it'll look like you're aiming below it, okay? And as you get further away, obviously you bring the shot up because you're going to have to shoot that distance. But if you go right off the corner of that band, when the band releases and shoots through, that is the plane that your shot should be going onto. If you take a bucket or a box and hang a t-shirt in the back of the box, that'll act like a catch. Hang something in the front of the box or bucket to be your target, and now you can shoot into that box, that bucket, whatever else. your shot will hit that t-shirt, towel, whatever it is, to keep it from penetrating through. It'll stop the shot, absorbing the kinetic energy that's there, and it becomes a catch box. Then all you do is go pick up your ammunition to reuse it again, practicing shooting. Start practicing at 10 to 15 feet, move back to 30 feet, 40 feet, 45, 50 feet is usually as far as you would want to go. Sometimes up to 70 feet is about what I shoot, because I shoot the length of my truck a lot of times for practice. But shoot into that. I use the lid of a cat food can. I take the little ring that you thing, I bend it up. That gives me something to hang it on, tie in a string to it, so it dangles down and gives me a target about that big, which is smaller than the head of a squirrel. So it's a good realistic target size. Aim small, miss small. Go for a small target, you got it. Have that hanging down, shoot that target. You can hear it ping when you hit it. Your t-shirt, your towel, whatever will catch that shot. Shoot until you run out of ammunition. Practice it again, right? But anyway, that'll get you started. Try to stand with your shoulders square to your target. So you got a straight line from your back shoulder to your front shoulder, straight into your target. Shoot off the point of the slingshot. Pull it back, anchor it, bring it up. That'll be the safest way to do it, and it'll give you the most consistent shooting. Try to do that. We'll go into a little bit more detail a little later on, but right now that'll get you started. Thank you.